Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Julie Kay with a violet themed journal. Here's a little journal I created for a friend. The journal does measure 5 1/4 this way by 6 1/2, and I used a file folder as my cover, and I used some of this organza ribbon for my closure that I hid behind the purple cardstock here. I did use a kit from Screech Owl Studio, which is an Etsy store. And the kit was called Violets, so the whole theme of the kit was the flower violet. And my friend loves violets, so when I saw this kit, I knew I had to purchase it to make her a journal. And so here was the little journal I created, and I did shrink down the kit just slightly from the original to create this. And again, it's a file folder, and then I layered up some cardstock, a piece of scrapbooking paper. Then I have a piece of chipboard, and then one of the images from the kits, and then I also cut out the word violets from a piece in the kit and then layered on the little metal frame that I had. I had some flower trim right here in my stash that was purple that matched. And then to cover my sewn in signature that I used the pamphlet stitch for, I just had some white like velvet or suede paper that I just wrapped around for right there. And this whole journal is basically just devoted to that Screech Owl Studio Violet kit. I did throw in some Tsunami Rose Designs because I have some of her ephemera sets, and I think I looked it up. It was set 1 and set 15. There's a couple pieces that had violets on it, so I did throw those pieces in, which is one of the things I love about Tsunami Rose and her ephemera kits, is you always can seem to find at least 1 or 2 things out of those ephemera sets that you can use in your journals. So when you open it up, I did create a little pocket here with some wedding invitation pieces that I had picked up at the thrift store. I did that in the front cover and the back cover, so you can stick something in those. I did not do that. My friend is a crafter, so she'll be able to fill some of these pages herself with things. When I went through my stash, you know, I've been paper crafting for like 20 years, and I have hardly anything with violets on it. I did have one rubber stamp with a violet on it, and it was an African violet, but it was way too big for my pages, so I ended up not being able to use it. So again, I just used all the ephemera from the violet set, or the kit, and then also from Tsunami Rose. And like I said, hopefully my friend has some more stuff that she'll be able to stick in here. But it is a writing journal, so there is lots of spaces to write in here. It's a beautiful kit. And my paper, I did opt to, again, use Kool-Aid dye. I Kool-Aid dyed my papers, and for those that aren't aware of what Kool-Aid is, it's just a little kid's drink that you can purchase, and normally you add sugar to it for them to drink, but I just use it with the little packets, and I don't add sugar to it, and I dump it in water, and then I put my paper in, and that's how I dye it. And I use 3 packs of the Kool-Aid to make it the color that it is, but it kind of has some nice little variations. And then on some of the pages I did stick doilies down just to add a little interest to it. So here I created a belly band, and this piece was part of the kit, and then I used a punch from my collection to layer behind it. And here's one of the Tsunami Rose pieces that I had found, so she'll be able to journal on the back side of that. I did add a lot of this trim to the side, and I like how it looks when it's closed. The set did have some like folded tags, and so I opted to sew them into the signature, so you'll see the other side of it further back. I did use some Wink of Stella on all the little flowers, so they do have a little bit of shimmer to them, which I don't think shows up on the camera. I did a little bit of stamping just with some frames and then sentiments that I had about flowers. Again, I didn't have any violet ones. So I created a little tag out of the kit. And this was actually a little envelope pocket that my friend gave me, so I added it in here. This little piece right here, again, was part of the kit. I just layered it up and put some glossy accents on it to use it to hold the envelope closed. So a piece from the kit. I have a little piece of vellum stuck in here that has some flowers on it. They kind of look like violets. I'm not sure if they are or not, but it's a really lovely kit. Little tuck spot. This little piece came with the kit, so did the heart. So this kit had lots of different ephemera pieces in it. I did ink all my edges purple with some ink that I had. I layered up there. This top one was part of the kit. I think it was a belly band, and I just cut it down to make the little banner, and then I used some of the paper that I used on the cover behind it. And here's kind of a double tuck. She can tuck something up here or tuck something down here. So for now I just have it kind of both. Here's a little envelope, and my friend that I'm giving it to, she also gifted me this envelope, and it looks like dried flowers, and this was purple, so I'm just assuming it's a violet or a pansy, something like that, but it seemed to match, so I did add it right there, kind of as a little spot to tuck something in. And of course you could also tuck something right behind here if you wanted to. Another one of those tags. Here's a little flip up, and then I also made it into a pocket. Another one of the Tsunami Roses pieces with the violets on it that she can use for journaling. This was another one of Tsunami Rose's designs that I just cut out because it had violets on it. Part of the violet kit from Screech Owl Studio, some more pieces. And again, on all these, I did use the Wink of Stella, and you can maybe see it on the butterfly there. This is the middle signature, and I did kind of I just closed it and glued the sides, so then there is a tuck right here. So here's one of the pages of the violet kit that I just cut down and added a tab to make a journaling card. There. Another little tuck spot on the back side of it. Another Tsunami Rose design, and I just added the word Grateful Heart. One of the tags from the violet kit. Some more stamping, and this one just says it takes a long time to grow old friends. And my friend will appreciate that one because one of our other friends, Bonnie Sue, passed away. This is actually her stamp, so I did put that in here. Another little tuck spot there. But it's a really lovely kit. So here's the back side of those tags, and it did have a fold up in it, so you can make a pocket into it. So I like that, and I just added a little bit of, trim and flowers there. And this one, she had some of those cutouts, and so what I did is I created pockets on the top of these two, but then they do, like this one opens this way, so there's a little journaling spot this way, and this one opens up, so then she can also journal right there. And then again, you still have the tuck spots to tuck things in. But again, this one's mostly a writing journal, so there's lots of spots to write. Just a leftover piece of a punch that I had that was purple, another piece of the violet kit. Another spot to journal on from the paper collection. Little tuck spot, and this die cut here is actually from my friend, so and it was white, and I just put ink over it to make it purple, so that would kind of match the kit a little bit better. Another little tuck spot. The other side of that vellum paper. Here's a little vellum envelope that I had some purple vellum, and so I created a little, not envelope, but a little bag to stick one of the tags in. And then I only glued it down on the two sides so that I could tuck behind it also. Another back side of one of those tags. Another top tuck spot, and then here, this one was a Tsunami Rose one. This piece that had violets on it. And then again in the back, I just stuck another one of those little pockets that she could stick something in. And then the back side, again, I usually leave my back sides pretty plain. I just stamped my signature back there. And so that's my little journal for my friend. And again, I just used a kit from Screech Owl Studio called Violette, and then a couple ephemera pieces that I had purchased from Tsunami Rose Designs on Etsy. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a wonderful day.